Good evening, guys, and welcome to our next math topic, and that's distributive property in algebra. Okay, so let's first define distributive property. So it says that multiplying the sum of two or more numbers is the same as multiplying the addends separately. So that's according to third space learning from last year. So let's have this example, okay? So let's have 3 times 4 plus 5, for example. Okay, so the distributive property says, okay, that this expression, okay, multiplying the sum of two or more numbers can be the difference as well, is the same, okay, as multiplying the addend separately. So these are the addends, okay? So 3 times 4, I'll use the parenthesis as multiplication symbol, and then plus 3 times 5. Okay, so that's what distributive property says, okay? So multiplying, okay, this is multiplication, isn't it? Multiplying the sum of two or more numbers, okay, so the sum multiplied by 3 is equal to multiplying the addends separately. So these are the addends, we've separated them. Okay, so let's prove, okay, if this property is correct. So PEMDAS, okay, parenthesis first, 4 plus 5, 9. Okay, times 3. 3 times 9, 27. Okay, is equal to 3 times 4, 12. Plus 3 times 5, 15. Okay, 12 plus 15, 27. Alright, so that's your distributive property. So in algebra, let's use variables or letters. So let's say A times B plus C. Okay, so the distributive property in algebra, okay, in here, so A times quantity of B plus C equals, okay, A times B plus A times C. So this is the act of distributing, okay, your multiplier, okay, this one. So AB, okay, plus AC is equal to A times B, AB, plus A times C, AC. They're the same. Okay, so that's your distributive property, guys. Is that clear? Okay, let's go to the examples. Okay, let's apply what we've learned. So let's simplify this expression. So 10 times the quantity of x plus 2. So distribute, okay, and the other one. So 10 times x, 10x. Okay, plus 10 times 2, 20. Alright? That's that. Next. 8 times the quantity of y minus 2. So 8 times y, 8y. Minus, okay? 8 times 2, 16. Alright? Or you can say 8 times negative 2. Okay, that's it. Negative 16. Or just simply copy the sign. Next. Okay, so take note, this is negative, guys, ha? Remember your integers before? Remember our topic, this one? Okay, so take note of that. So negative 7 times y. Okay, so in this case, y is positive, yeah? So negative 7 times y, negative 7y. Okay? And then, negative 7 times negative 2, remember, negative times negative is what? Positive. So, negative 7 times negative 2, positive 14. Okay? And that's your final expression. Okay, next. So, 4x times x plus 2. Sorry, 4x times the quantity of x plus 2. Okay, so remember, laws of exponents from last week, I believe, yeah? We discussed this one last week. So, 4x times x, okay? So, remember there's a coefficient 1. So, 4 times 1, 4. X times x, okay? Remember laws of exponents. So, add them. Okay? X squared. Alright? There's an invisible 1 there. Yeah? Okay. So 4x squared plus, okay, 4x times 2. Okay, 4 times 2, 8. And then copy x. Can we combine this one? Can we combine them? No, we cannot. Because your variable is raised to 2 here and your variable is raised to 1 here. So we cannot combine. Okay, so the final answer will be 4x squared plus 8x. Okay, that's that. Clear? Okay, next. So 4 times the quantity of z plus 2 plus 3 plus z. Okay, again, 4 times the quantity of z plus 2 plus 3 plus z. So we'll distribute this one. Remember PEMDAS, yeah? PEMDAS. So do the one with the parenthesis first, okay? But in this case, we cannot add them because this is a variable or a letter and this is a constant or a number. So we cannot combine these two, okay? So, but we can distribute 4 times z and 4 times 2. So 4 times z, 4z, plus 4 times 2, 8. Okay? Can we distribute 4 here? 4 to 3? No, we cannot. Okay? Only the one with the parenthesis. Okay? Only the one inside the parenthesis. So there's no parenthesis there. It's not part of the quantity there. It's not part of the unit. Okay, the 3 and the z. So we cannot distribute the z as well. We cannot distribute the 4 to the z as well. Okay? So, going back. Okay? So 4 times z, 4z. 4 times 2, 8. Okay? And then copy 3 plus 3 and then plus 7. Okay, so remember your concept of combining like terms. Okay, guys? That's why I taught you first these things because you're gonna use these ones when we've reached this topic. Yeah? And the succeeding topics. So, you need the fundamentals. You need the basics. Okay, let's go. So, combining like terms, 4z and z. Can we add them? Can we combine them? Are they like terms? Yes, they are because they have the same base. Variable z. Okay? Both are raised to negative 1. Okay? Both are raised to 1. But that doesn't matter. We just combine the coefficient. So 4 plus there's invisible 1 there. Okay, guys? So 4z plus z equals 5z. Because there's an invisible 1 there. Okay, before the letter z. Okay, there's an invisible 1. But we don't write that one, okay? If I erase this one and rewrite it. So 4z plus z, 5z. Okay, plus 8 plus 3. So 8 plus 3 is simple. 8 plus 3, 11. So that's your final answer, guys. Is that clear? Okay, so we can only distribute the units or the terms inside the parenthesis. Okay, not this one, not this ones. Okay, I hope that's clear. Okay, next, this one, okay, same as the previous one. Okay, practice. So 3 times the quantity of 8 plus 2 plus 3 plus y. So we can distribute 3 here and here, but not here and not here as well because they're not inside the parenthesis. Clear? Let's go. 3 times x, 3x. Okay? Plus 3 times 2, 6. Okay? I hope that's clear. And then I'll copy plus 3 and then plus y. Okay? Can we combine 3x and y? No. Because, why? They're not like terms. They're unlike terms. Okay? Or not like terms. So, we cannot combine. Alright? Cannot be combined. So, 3x plus y plus 6 plus 3, 9. That's your final answer. Okay? Next. So, this time we've got this one and this one. Alright? So, distribute this, and then 3, and then 3 times 2. Okay? So, that's how you distribute, okay, these expressions. Clear, guys? So, 5, you cannot distribute here because you've got the plus sign there as well. And this one is a separate unit already. Okay, they're separate. Okay, guys, they're separate. Okay, so you can only distribute, okay? Oops, sorry guys, there we go. So you can only distribute this, and then this one is separate. Okay, let's go. So 5 times 4a, 5 times 4a, 20a. Okay? 5 times negative 6, negative 30. Or you can do minus, then 5 times 6, 30. Okay? Plus 3 times 2a, 6a, plus 3 times 2, 6. Okay? Have we got any like terms here that we can combine? Yes. So you have 20a and then 6a. So 20a plus 6a, 26a. Okay? And then you have negative 30 plus 6. Okay? Integers. Guys, integers. Okay? So negative 30 plus 6. Different sign, subtract. 30 minus 6, 24. Which one is bigger, 30 or 6? 30. What's the sign of the bigger number? Negative. So copy the minus sign or the negative sign. Okay, and then it goes there. All right. Okay. Next. So negative 5y times quantity 3x minus 3y. So distribute. Okay. Negative 5y times 3x. So negative times positive. Okay, that's positive there. Negative. Okay, 5 times 3, 15. Y times x. Okay, can we combine them? Yes. So it will become xy. Okay. So I know y comes before x. Okay. But we write them alphabetically. Alright, if they're together, you write them alphabetically. Okay. Let's erase this one. Okay. Next. So negative 5y times negative 3y. So negative times negative, positive. Clear? Okay? Negative times negative, positive. 5 times 3, 15. Okay? Y times y. Okay? Y times y squared. Okay? Law of exponents. Okay. Can we combine this expression and this expression? Or this term and this term? No. Why? Because in here, your variables are x, y. In here, your variable is y squared. Therefore, you cannot combine them. Okay? I hope that's clear. Okay? So what's your final answer? That's your final answer. Okay? Is that clear? Okay. So this is your final answer. Okay? Next. Okay? 4x times the quantity of 3x plus 4y plus 5. So distribute, distribute, distribute. Okay? So 4x times 3x, 12x squared. Okay? Multiply the coefficient. Okay? 12. X times x, x squared. Okay? Plus 4 times 4, 16. X times y, x, y. Alright? Plus 4x times 5, 4 times 5, 20. Okay? Copy x. Okay? Any like terms here? Can we combine one of these three? No. Okay, why? Because this one has x squared, this one has xy, while this one has x alone. Okay? Okay, so what's the final answer? It's gonna be this one. Alright? I hope guys this is clear, okay? Distributive property. How about this one? So 2x times quantity of 5x cubed plus 3x squared plus 4x. So you multiply this to this term, and this term. Okay? That's why it's called distributive, yeah? Okay, so 2x times 5x squared. So multiply your coefficient, 2 times 5, 10. X times x cubed, x raised to the fourth, or x raised to 4. Okay, plus 2x times 3x squared. So 2 times 3, 6. Okay, x times x squared, x cubed. Okay, x cubed, right? Because remember, there's an invisible 1 there. Okay, 1 plus 2, 3. Alright, plus, okay, 2x times 4x. Okay, so 2 times 4, 8. Okay, x times x, x squared. Okay, can we combine them? No, because they are raised to different powers. So we cannot combine them. So this is your final answer. Okay? I think that's it, guys. Okay, so thank you again. I hope you've picked up something new. Any confusion or clarification, you may put a comment down below or write a comment down below. Okay, but this is your distributive property and it applies for both addition and subtraction. Okay, so again, thank you very much and I'll see you on our next video. Bye bye.